What's going on, y'all? It's Athletes Culture coming at you with another video. So I'm going to do the Western Conference semis predictions for the 2019 NBA playoffs. And quite honestly, the first round of the Western Conference has been going as expected, at least for me and my end. But the next round where I think, the Western Conference is really about to heat up and things are really about to get interesting because the four teams that I have going into the next round in the semifinals can definitely make a lot of noise and put a lot of fear in a lot of teams in the NBA, even the current champions Golden State Warriors. But for starters, I got OKC playing against San Antonio in the next round. I don't see Portland really doing much with OKC past this because OKC is now back at home, and from the last game, they've been clicking. I mean, Russell Westbrook has really found his mojo and has realized that he has to get in the groove of things and being more efficient for his team in order for them to win. On top of that, Paul George is going to get things going defensively and as well as offensively, putting a lot of pressure on Portland, which I don't think they'll be able to succumb that. And for San Antonio, I'm just leaving it on them to win in the Denver series just based off of experience. I just feel like Pop is really going to get on his players, like the likes of DeMar DeRozan and Aldridge, who have had immense amount of playoff experience, more so than Denver, even though I do see that series going to 7, but San Antonio is going to pull it out just off of experience alone. But when they run into OKC, I don't really see them doing much with the Oklahoma City Thunder. When you look at it, Oklahoma City plays with a way faster pace than San Antonio. They would not be able to match them in pace. So that, coupled with the fact that Oklahoma City can really lock up on defense and cause a lot of problems for San Antonio, who doesn't really attempt a lot of three-point shots, so they can't really outshoot Oklahoma in that regards. Oklahoma isn't really going to turn that into a shootout. What they're going to want to do is they're going to try to ratchet up on defense and force a lot of turnovers. Remember, Oklahoma City in the regular season, they led the league in forced turnovers with just under 17 a game for opponents. So they force opponents into over just under 17 turnovers a game. That's quite a lot. And when they get out in the open floor, it's just going to be a layup line against San Antonio, which I don't really see them doing anything much with them. However, San Antonio does do a really good job of taking care of the basketball. I mean, they were the top half of the league, if not the best in the league, and limiting turnovers. They only averaged about 12 turnovers a game. But you got to look at it. Oklahoma City is featuring out there two All-NBA defensive team players in Russell Westbrook and Paul George, who I think Russ is going to make it on the All-NBA defensive first team this season. That's just my prediction. So, and they were the best defensive team in the regular season, or one of the best regular season defensive teams. So I don't really see San Antonio doing much with OKC in the next round, just off the sheer defense alone. Oklahoma is going to be able to toss a lot of matchups problems for them. No guard on that San Antonio team is going to be able to handle Westbrook on both ends of the floor. So the edge got to go to OKC. I have them winning that series in 5. I mean, San Antonio should be lucky I'm even giving them a game. That's just out of respect for Popovich, but I don't really see them doing anything more than it going to a 5-game series with the Oklahoma City Thunder and then on to the next one. And as for Golden State, I really had them wrapping it up against the Clippers. I mean, as we all know, they're going to end that in 5. It should have been over today in 4, but hey, they got bored and the Clippers are woken a sleeping giant. And Houston does not want any smoke with Golden State. So it's not quite going to be the same series as it was last year. Houston lost a lot of key pieces, mainly Trevor Ariza, who was able to help them defensively and slowing down players like Kevin Durant. I don't really see PJ Tucker being able to do anything with Kevin Durant. Plus, like we always say with Golden State, strength in numbers. The firepower of Curry, Clay, and Durant is just way too much. Even though DeMarcus went down, and that is a huge, huge, huge problem for Golden State going forward, especially when they face Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals. It's still, the firepower is just there. Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, too, coming off the bench to ratchet things up defensively. I don't see Houston doing much with them. If Houston wants to have a chance of extending this to a 7-game series, or at least being able to edge something out, James Harden is going to have to play out of his mind. Same thing with Chris Paul, and they're going to have to see a lot of productivity from Eric Gordon, which I didn't really see that much of Eric Gordon getting off when you have Chris Paul and James Harden both on the floor. When one of the other two were missing, whether it was Harden or Chris Paul, Eric Gordon really stepped it up. But when both of them are on the floor at all times, I don't really see Eric Gordon. There's not enough ball to go around to at least lend itself for Eric Gordon to get off and cause a lot of concerns for the opposing teams. So Golden State, I have them ending that in 6. I'm just giving them. I have it going to a 6-game series off of the respect of Clint Capella and James Harden. Clint Capella is a solid center. I mean, he'd be able to protect the paint inside, which I don't think Golden State losing DeMarcus Cousins really hurt them. They don't really have the interior, the interior offensive presence that they really are lacking now that Andrew Bogut is starting. So Clint Capella could really have his way with the big man on Golden State. And if James Harden gets off in one game or two, that's where I really see them getting those 2 games. But I mean, it'll be close. It'll be going down to the wire. Moreover, PJ Tucker isn't going to be able to do anything guarding Kevin Durant. I look to Kevin Durant in all 6 games, really putting up a scoring clinic and wrapping it up to be able to face OKC in the Western Conference Finals. So that's what I got for y'all. I just want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. OKC, Golden State, Western Conference Finals. I'm out.